So I want to introduce you to the concept of an operational amplifier, or an op-amp. So this is a type of device that we can use as basically like a kind of analog computer. So you could think of this operational amplifier as an op-amp as kind of like something where we can do kind of calculations using voltages. So analog calculator or analog computer. And so the basic concept would be that we have some input voltage, which might vary over time. We feed it through a particular op-amp circuit, and there's many different patterns that we're going to learn about for sorts of op-amp circuits that we can use. And the result is going to be some output voltage, which again will probably vary over time. And using op-amps, so using basically the exact same component, you can achieve many different types of calculations. So as an example, you can do things like that the output voltage is some gain multiplied by the input voltage. So this would be an amplifier circuit. So in this example here, if G is greater than 1, then this is an amplifier. So it kind of makes the voltages larger. If G is less than 1, then this reduces the amplitude. So you can also scale it down. You can do things like have an output voltage which is a combination, so like a sum of two different input voltages. Or you could have the difference of two input voltages, so a V1 minus a V2. You could do something like that. You could do calculations which are a bit more advanced, so you can do things like take the derivative of the input and put the derivative at the output. You can do integration, so you could have that the output is an integral of the input voltage over time. So there's actually many different types of mathematical operations that can be implemented using op-amps. So they're really quite versatile circuits. So what do they look like? So this little chip here is a particular type of op-amp. So this is LM741, is like a kind of like a jelly bean part. That means the kind of really generic thing that you would expect, to have lots of in your drawer. And I've got actually some pictures of this particular part here. So this is the op-amp that we're going to work with for the project in this subject. But actually there are many different types of op-amps, and our analysis with regard to this subject is basically going to be about ideal op-amp behavior. So we'll talk about how we can analyze the behavior of this type of circuit, and then how we can design circuits that have some of these properties. So for instance, how we create this sort of amplifier circuit that will rescale the voltage for us. So that's what op-amps are about. Basically, as a summary, the sort of key intuition that you want is we've got some input signal. We're going to mathematically alter that to produce some kind of output signal, and in future videos we'll learn how to actually design and analyze these types of circuits.